was thinking of trying to do a little bit of a video that I'm going to send to my landlady, who's going to help me to secure me where I can prove to her that I'm capable of becoming an influencer in the neighborhood which I am currently living in. I was getting out of the train yesterday when somebody told me that be safe, and my reply was, this is the safest place in the whole world. Then he replied that it's a frame of mind. What do you mean by it? It is the mind. It is the mindset thing that people believe that certain place is safe and certain place is not safe. And my reply to him was that I don't hang out. So long as I'm not hanging out or carrying on, this is the safest place. And let me just stop there. I'm not going to go further than that, just to stay there. So I'm here to make a short video to say that there is a misconception that if you're living in a certain neighborhood where the real estate is really very high in terms of the pricing, then the place is safer. That's not true. Some places are less traffic. A lot of people walk. And some places are far off, and they are all suburbans and they drive. That doesn't make suburban more safer than an area where people are working together. The more southern you go, the more you're going to find that the more southern in Africa you go to. The northern is more into that hemisphere of they are safer over there, and the southern is not that safe. Let me quickly finish that part. What I want to prove to this clip is that I want to be able to say that I can help you to do your YouTube, your podcast, your live stream by this fact that I may be in a startup stage, but the development environment is what I'm putting together right now. And I think it is laudable to say that the ability to be able to take on that project and help them to have a lot of people who may have not thought about the place as a new place to come and stay will now come back. I happen to belong to that school of thought that I am a solution provider, and as such I will be able to do that by telling you that the old owner did neglect the place. So there was a new owner that came in, and they have done a lot to make the place more inhabitable. There is still more to be done because they've fixed the external part of the whole complex, but they are now going to be working on individual units, and as the individual units comes in, so we want to be able to have where this clip will now go to the predominantly demographic that really wants to spend time with their people of the same tribe with them, instead of running away from yourself and going to go and start sticking your head into an area where they don't even want you there anyway. I have not really lived in that type of what you call a false negative, where I'm going to go stay in the northern part of town because I believe the northern part of town has more. I know I'm not going to. I mean, I know I wasn't going to fit in, so I didn't even go there. So this clip today is going to be sitting. I'm going to send it to the apartment complex, and I'm going to bring say that we can put the place in a better light, and I'm going to try and do some live broadcast, and we're going to do some what you call party, we're going to we're going to bring some sponsors that who's going to help us to showcase the complex. And then the only thing that I do know that we may want to be very conversant with is going to be hard to be the fact that a lot of people come from out of town, out of our neighborhood, and come and start buying mind control substances, amphetamines, and that needs to stop, because I personally have had where the judge will issue a warrant for a search warrant, and then I missed the opportunity with 2 or 3 minutes, and they end up using a robot arm to get into my apartment and left a big note of, you wouldn't see this, we didn't see this, we didn't see this. So what I'm saying is that we need to start having at least a single police officer in our complex with the car parked there, so that when somebody's coming in and see a police officer car in the unit, and they might have to be living free there, they will be able to know that we have a police presence there, and that is been lacking. That's one of my solutions I'm going to be able to provide. Let me stop there temporarily, because I may be running out of space back there in my recording. So I'm going to try and stop there. But in a nutshell, this first clip is only about only one thing. It is the fact that I just need to be able to get off from ground zero. I need to be able to get off from ground zero, and for me to be able to do that, I got to have to be doing work for area that I have identified. I've identified area where I've spent 40 years in, which is the food and beverage, which is the hospitality industry. I will be doing work for them. And I've also lived in complexes, and I see a lot of bottleneck in the two areas. There's a connection between where you live and where you work. Where you live and where you work, they are in the same, it's called, you are economically challenged human being. I mean, that's the best way you can do that, or economically advantaged human being. But that's really not the case. But where you work and where you live, they are the same, one and the same thing. And as such, if you live in a place, you're going to be almost like walking in the same place, because they are tied together. There are a lot of people that are purportedly says that they are wealthy, live in an enclave of more of it. They can have like 300 million estate housing. And if you look at where they work, most of them are like Apple, the complex. I think they said it was about 5 billion campus. So if the CEO of working in a 5 billion campus has to be living in not less than 10 to 20 to $5 million estate. So if you take it to the same context, you come and say, if you're poor, you're going to live in a place like in South Dallas, and where you're going to be working is going to be a strip mall where they're going to be flipping up burgers, restaurant, cleaning, construction work and stuff like that. Let me quickly rebound and then start temporarily. Let's see. I think that's already gone. It's not gone. It didn't go nowhere. It's still on. And it's still on, and I will continue to say that in a nutshell, I can give